Welcome back to Out Aboard, folks. Figured I'd start down here in the mine and show you what I've been doing. Got quite a little tunnel dug in here with that bagger. To clean up the blast, I've been using this thing. When I blast out a section for the mast to fit down the center, instead of backing this thing up, trying to chisel it all out and then get it all lined up again to make my next cut, I just leave the dang thing sit there and then come in with a TBM and clean up the pile of debris that I blast down from the ceiling. I don't have anything I can blast down right now, otherwise I'd show you. And did a little exploring, trying to see if I'd run into another material, but it's still iron. This whole section has been iron. First there was nothing but blasted rock, or solid rock. Then I ran into iron, and that's all I've had for quite a while is iron. So, still debating on getting a couple more of those smaller baggers to do this section over here. Maybe I'll break down and see if I can get a friend to come online with me and start taking this out with the dump truck and the wheel loader. Of course, if I do that, I'm going to have to hook the pit back up. Right now, I've got the pit disconnected. That's why this elevator sits here. But I disconnected the pit right there. Connects right there. There's my access door to the pit. I don't know if I ever showed off the office I made. That right up there is like a mine office, you might say. This is the overflow cell point for the coal down here. And this one's a little tricky to get closed. So this one. But this is the office I made. Used a bunch of the decoration. Tried to get everything lined up and all nice and neat like. And you can look out and see the mine. Relaxation point. Sit here and watch everything go happening. Except for around that corner people can hide. Anyways, this is my coal. Once this gets full, it'll just spill off and get auto sold. I still haven't used that thing. I bought it because I thought I was going to need it to dig this to get the bagger down in the basement. But I got away with one of the other excavator. So, haven't found a place to use that yet. Made some changes up in the plant up here. I got a silo for every product. Coal, of course, is being separated off and going to the generators. I sold off another round of jewel or gems. Put another 100 million in the company. How do I get to it? There we go. Now I've got 700 million in the company and almost 100 million on my person again. Anyways, both sides are the same. As soon as this is full of ruby ore, it'll start selling off. Of course, I'll come through and keep filling the wash plants before I do that. And a diamond ore. Gold. Once this is full, the gold will start selling off. Once this is full, the silicone will start selling off. Steel. surprised this ain't filling up faster. Copper. These are filling up pretty fast. I hit a pretty big copper vein up there. Oh, you know what? This is full. That means I am auto selling copper already. Yeah, I'll be danged. Oh, not quite. This side is selling copper already. Yeah, $9.99 all the way to the end. And I brought some silver from down below, some lithium from down below, and some aluminum from down below. That way, when I run into those, they won't automatically get sold off until these 6 silos are full. Head up to the top. Been doing just a little bit of work up here. Almost got this flat topped. As you can see, in quite a heck of an area. I'm going to end up turning west. This mountaintop right here is going to end up being included, but I get out of this. Before I can do that, I'm stuck on Band-Aid. I got a bit of a valley over here. I don't know if I'm going to cross this valley as soon as I get to this point, or if I'm going to wait to get down deeper. Because see, all that there is above where I'm at now. That is a heck of a valley. Be one hell of a bridge across here for that machine. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I'm about ready to turn sideways though. Turn west. Wait a minute, I think this thing's ready to track forward. Anyways, I might do a little fast forward here to get this thing turned and moving out, because I'm going to be going right in that direction. So that means I got to hang off that edge cutaways to include that point right there at the top of the screen where the NW is. We'll see. Alright, I'm going to break into some high speed here. Well, hopefully that wasn't too sickening of a high speed. I think we're going to come down and grab this truck. Yes, this truck here. Shut it off for a minute. What do we have for inventory space? We have 2 beacons, one of which I'm going to change out temporarily. Or, I think I got one down here. I had an idea while I was doing that high speed. Because now what I need to do is line up my next cut, turning 90 degrees to the west. Not there. Not there. Not there. I know I've got one somewhere. Where'd it go? Oh. Down here. There it is. Will this work? Yes, gives me GPS from my truck. Awesome. But it doesn't work. Not changing. Because there's no blade. Are you kidding me? That means what I was hoping is not going to work. I was going to try to use this as a scout truck. Yeah, 0000. Dang it. Well, I can show you my new flat-ish road. This is the road I've been experimenting on with these new dozer physics. Right about in here is where I think I figured out how to get the thing to let itself cut level. If that makes any sense. Because I set the GPS for whatever grade this is, can't tell. Because being as I don't have a blade, the GPS won't work on this truck. That sucks. I thought it would at least give me elevation of sea level, which is the number right below the green satellite. No, the number right above the green satellite. Well, shoot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I figured for sure it would at least give me sea level. Right here's my original switchback. Yeah, that sucks. I figured for sure this thing would at least give me sea level. But it's giving me absolutely nothing. Well, since that didn't work, what I need to do is figure out where that elevation is. Let's see, due west. Yeah, I'm about as far out as I need to be, I think. Due east. Right there. 3,000 blocks. Yeah, that should be enough. That should be far enough. I don't know how far out I'm going to have to be. Oh, I didn't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I should be in line with this side. Come on. Oh my God. Come on. Alright. Now will you spin on a dime for me? And that is definitely far enough out. Awesome. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's pretty good. Ooh, that's a long ways down. Well, I'm going to end up breaking down just the hoppers here. I'm going to leave that. I might break down this entire conveyor line up to that corner. And then I'm going to break into the conveyor line right here. And I'm going to take that entire thing down, because it doesn't need to be that high anymore. I'll break into the conveyor right here at this level and get it over here behind the machine so I can set my hopper lines up. Anyways, folks, that's probably long enough for this episode. And I'm going to start going that way. Cancel. Yeah, I'm going to start going this way now. Probably get to this area where I'll be out in open air again. Chop off all this. you see, there's a great big valley here I gotta cross to get to that section over there. So I'll probably cut this down to where it's not such a chasm to cross with that big machine. And then cut my way up to the top and chisel that down to the same height as I get this over here. Hopefully I can cross over here. Hopefully I'm running about the right. This is where I want to cross. So it's not such a deep chasm. Try to like skip across these points to get to that section over there, cut my way to the top, bring it down to this level, and then start cutting the whole damn thing down to at least the frost line. That's a long-term goal, but yeah, where's my guy at? My guy should be right in here somewhere. That's what sucks, it doesn't show you the character. Maybe I'm out here, I don't know. And you see this kind of horseshoes around here. So I'm going to cut this all down to where I can cross this. And then climb up to the top here, chisel that down. Where's my guy at? Thought I'd be able to see him. Should be right here. Is that me? No, that's my pickup. My character's probably here. It don't matter. That's my plan. Yep. Alright folks, thanks for watching. If you got any comments, questions, or suggestions, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye.